Basically lead to Dark as 250s led. Scythe is going to get back and get that boost. Dark coming off the wall, looking for a flip reset, is able to get it. Blues is back, but not able to save it, and Dark starts off with a bang.
That is beautiful, KG. Great way to start the game early on, 10 seconds in.
Yeah, hang on a moment. Owls break through. Just not able to find the shot. All four players in the server. Oh, AFK! I mean, there are dunks and there are extra mustard dunks, and that one is the latter. Beautiful on the over Zuggs. Ollie had no idea whether he was coming or going. Owls take a 2-1 lead.
Dunk off of Chaka. Freak gonna send it out. Chaka is gonna have it right here. Maybe a little too much of a boom, but Chaka's applying that pressure and it's gonna go off the top and bottom, but Freak is there for the follow-up.
Oh, he had to hit it one side. He had to hit the post a little bit and the crossbar, and he had to hit the same crossbar and the same post to get it to goal. And I think that's just teamwork right there. One said, I do it, you do it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Doubles League. We have some Sunday night action in the Expert League between the Unicorns and the Hammerheads. I am Mia, and I am joined in the booth by Oscar. How are you doing on this lovely Sunday?
I am doing well. Today we have Expert League. Expert. These two teams, semifinals. Winners move on to the finals, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't say I've seen too much of either of these teams, but obviously if they are in the semifinals, they have had to be pretty good teams. So I don't have much to say. I guess if you have anything to say about either of these teams, feel free to. We're going to get these guys in the lobby and get this one started. We are playing best of sevens. Teams do have a timeout available if they would like to use it. Typically, we don't see that being used, but
Mayhem.
You know, maybe we will see that.
Yeah. We shall see how Mayhem and Timmy plays. Ooh, nice save by Timmy. Ooh, but that almost went in.
Yeah.
They're playing Wade right now. They're filling out the Hammerheads right now.
Yeah, certainly a feeling out period as Timmy getting credited with the save, knocking that ball away and trying to look for an attack of his own. Ooh, real close. I mean, a good first opportunity from them, but
Mayhem
not able to convert.
Believe got the 100 or mid boost.
Ooh, this should be in.
Double. Ooh,
follow up. Oh, okay. And Dark Oblivion.
Yeah,
Dark Oblivion putting in the first goal of the match tonight off of really what felt like should have been a Yanners goal, but follow up coming through. lead going to the Hammerheads, who have, in this first minute, put on an absolute onslaught. 6 shots to 1.
Yeah. Yeah. With the flick? Oh no! I think he was gonna flick it right before he did it. But Timmy with the demo, but
Oblivion with this one in the corner, trying to find it out into the middle. Gonna look to extend this lead, but Mayhem gonna bring this back the other way.
Mayhem?
Has most of a tank. Good cut, but Yanis is there to make the save.
Timmy controlling
pushing this one.
I saw a demo. Timmy gets demoed, so it's a 2v1. But Mayhem got it out of his own net.
Yes, Mayhem gonna be able to get to this one in the corner. Gonna try to center this one for Timmy. Has on the backward pass down.
Timmy,
Shot
shoot!
off the post.
Oh,
In.
Timmy! What a shot! Mayhem put that in the mid. Oh, and he double it. Wow.
Yeah, that was a nice play to tie it up.
It already I'm gonna see some great action.
Yeah, for sure. This has been a very tight game. Oh, that one's
and
just
Timmy
gonna be
shoots.
in.
Timmy slots that.
Yeah, Yanner's just caught out on that play, can't get back to it, and just like that, Unicorns taking a lead after the Hammerheads coming out firing early, still up on shots, 8-4. So production, shot-wise, has slowed down for them just a little, but Yanner's going to be able to get it back right away.
Oh, that was a nice flick over Mayhem, I believe.
Yeah.
And Yanner's he just went for the solo play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now it's 2-2. With 2:34 counting. So anything can happen. And they're just feeling themselves out right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only been half a game. We've gone a little bit back and forth. Both teams have had a lead. This ball being cut off in the mid.
Oh,
And Timmy looking to take a shot. Mayhem couldn't find the bump, but Mayhem has the ball with a full tank of boost from the wall. Uses his flip, has it, and a nice air dribble, but both of the Hammerheads there to turn this one aside as Yanner's trying to slow this play down. Timmy knocking this one up. Mayhem getting it around one. Maybe has the double. Has it!
Oh, he has it!
Crossbar and in.
We have to rewatch that. Mayhem. It hit the. I thought it hit the ding.
Mm-hmm.
The crossbar. Oh, but we reset.
Mm-hmm. This one, Yanner's up for it, trying to get it, can't find the angle. Rebound. Oblivion going to be able to tie this one up immediately. That's twice now that the Unicorns have found a goal to go up by 1, and it's just been immediately answered by the Hammerheads.
It wasn't even like they didn't even like keep a goal like for like 10 seconds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
ooh, what a cut from Timmy!
And Timmy,
what a play!
What a play by Timmy! He controls it really well on top of his car. And yeah. And Unicorns back on top.
And we'll have to see if they'll give up another kickoff goal, if they can actually keep this lead for a little bit of time. No, it seems like that they'll be able to escape a kickoff goal. Might be able to get a second.
Oh, Mayhem!
Mayhem finding another, and now it's a 2-goal lead for the Unicorns. And finally,
Timmy got demoed.
seeing a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. Timmy got demoed and Mayhem was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But a minute and 23, anything can happen in
Yeah. That's plenty of time to find too, and I don't think that the Hammerheads are just gonna disappear as Mayhem trying to find something on that flip reset and can't. Yanners, no boost, but has this ball forward, should be able to get this in the net. Ooh, little close for comfort, but it goes in nonetheless.
I think he was gonna hit the crossbar.
Yeah, does just touch the post. I was hoping that he wasn't gonna miss that shot, and he almost does, but almost doesn't count here. Is this one gonna go forward? Yanners trying to get a shot off, goes a little bit wide, does find a bump though. Nothing out of it. Dark shoving this one above the top of the net, can't get anything. Is this one gonna go high?
Timmy's going
up and gonna put it into that forward corner.
That corner, yeah. Mayhem up. Can he score? No, but Yenners blocks that. And now, with 30 seconds left, let's see if the Unicorns can keep this lead, or can Hammerheads tie this game back up.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see, although this is a pop-up. Yanners getting over this one. It's a little bit wide, looking for a teammate to follow, and Oblivion is there, but so is a defender. Trying to get this one out in the middle and can't. 50 coming out. Mayhem. First one to this ball with the final 5 seconds. Sends a high lofting ball to the backboard, and Oblivion can get a touch. Yanners throws this one downfield. Mayhem doesn't need to do a thing, and the Unicorns take game 1.
What do you think about game 1?
A lot of back and forth. Shots kind of evened out. Hammerheads putting on 14 to the Unicorns 10, but it just, at the end of it, it seemed like the Unicorns were doing a little bit better finding the opportunities, and it just seemed like that the Hammerheads couldn't generate the pressure that they were generating at the start of the game at the end of the game.
Yeah. In total, Hammerheads had 14 shots, and Unicorns only had 10. That's probably like the story of the game, because 14 to 10, you know.
Mm-hmm. I also see it as having the Unicorns only had 7 saves, so of the shots that are were recorded. That if 4 went in, that they missed 3. Yeah, missed 3 shots, and wow, that was that game was what, a 2-goal differential?
One.
Oh yeah, 1 goal. Well, I mean, in there, so right in there is those 3 opportunities is the difference. It's just going to be converting on those, and I think that the Hammerheads are capable of it, but it's just going to be a matter of doing.
Game 2 has started. Let's see what we can see from Hammerheads. But Timmy has other ideas. Timmy says nah. He says nah.
I like the patience.
Yeah. But that was a quick goal for them. Quick goal.
Oh, that's a good play. What a save from Yanners, though. Mayhem grabbing that corner boost, goes to the ceiling with this 79 still.
Ceiling shot! Ceiling shot!
Pinching it off the wall. Timmy sends it with Yanners. Gonna be able to find a 50. Timmy and Dark sends a shot on, and Mayhem gonna bring it the other way. Don't think he got the flip, but he sees Timmy back there. Back pass to Timmy, trying to send this around 1. Collecting this, only has Yanners to beat. Gonna try to cut this in the middle. Sees a teammate, takes the shot, and saved by Yanners.
Oh, and I saw a demo. I think he took the shot and then demoed him. And he thought that to get the tried to get the bump, and he shot it, tried to get the bump, and to make it go in. But let's see what Mayhem trying to put it mid for Timmy, but Timmy couldn't control that. Mayhem grabs that corner 100. He's controlling right now. He gets the demo. What are you seeing from this game 2?
It's a bit of back and forth though. That's a great
Mayhem
passing
scored.
play from Timmy to Mayhem, and it's just looked like a lot of just patience from the unicorns. And this game though, unlike in game 1, I'm not really seeing a lot from the Hammerheads. The shot advantage that they had in game 1 is absolutely evaporated. It's been 4-0 in shots to the unicorns. So we're 2 minutes, 2 minutes in, and the Hammerheads are finding their first shot of the game. So
Mayhem with the shot.
they're gonna need to find some offense,
Hey,
and
Timmy!
that's
Timmy
not
followed
gonna help
through.
them.
Mayhem with the aerial shot. They both committed, and Timmy just followed through.
Yeah, it's a nice play. A little bit of panic in front from the Hammerheads, and
Yeah.
you don't like to see that. And it just, I wonder if this game's gonna start getting a little bit out of hand. Like I feel like if the unicorns get one more, that
Yeah.
it could get real ugly real fast.
Mayhem. Timmy's there, but he couldn't. It was like a weird,
Nice flip.
weird. Yep. Yeah. Timmy putting it. Ooh, I think he shot it. Kind of ish. But
That's a
Mayhem
good- Ooh,
trying
can't
to
find
get
that
the-
touch. Looking for the flip. Doesn't have it as Oblivion. Trying to pass this off the wall to his teammate Yanners. Low boost, just gonna throw a soft ball at net, but
Oh,
that's
what a-
still gonna find its way
Jenner!
in.
Jenner. He saved it, but I think it went. I think he shot it really fast. So at the end of the day, like if you shoot the ball really fast, then you can't like stop it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that one gonna bounce just a little bit wide. Always hoping for that one, but that's a great 50 in the middle. Yanners trying to put that a little bit high, and they bump each other out front. That was such a good opportunity that got wasted, and now Mayhem gonna send this one on target, and it's
Mayhem.
gonna be a goal the other way for the unicorns. And oof.
Do you call a timeout after this if Hammerheads lose?
Yeah. I'm a believer in timeouts. I'm a believer in talking about them, and I think going down 2-0 is the
Yeah.
time, because otherwise you're calling it down 3-0, and a reverse sweep is difficult as Timmy makes a save, but you need to try to stop the bleeding. Sometimes even if you don't talk strategy or anything, just giving yourself an extra minute to relax, to breathe, to just not play Rocket League for a moment, to collect yourself, because you're on stream, that there's a little
Yeah.
bit of adrenaline and things to kind of let that calm down and just refocus yourself. And I think that's maybe what the Hammerheads need, because it really, if they're going to play like this series is going to be over very quickly. They need to figure out how they can start playing like they did in game 1 if they want to be competitive at all.
Yeah. But with 30 seconds left, it's 4-1. Let's see what Dark can he win that?
It's a nice pass mid.
Ooh. I thought Yenner was gonna shoot that.
Yeah, he held off. I'm not quite sure why, but did decide to do that as Yanner's doing a good job staying on the
Yanner.
ball, and
Dark.
trying to pick this one up to the air off to the corner. It's going to bounce out. Time
Yeah.
is out.
Yeah.
Ball is down. Unicorns take a 2-0 lead. This one certainly a lot more convincing for the Unicorns.
Yeah.
And who knows if we will see the timeout from the Hammerheads, but it just felt like that the pressure that they were able to generate in game one, they just were not able to replicate, and it felt like that the Unicorns played the same game that they played in game one.
I'm trying to see if they want a thing.
Well, they get told before the game, and they will usually need about 5 seconds. So it looks like they will not be calling a timeout, and they're going to go into game 3. And don't get me wrong, every game is important, but this one certainly sets a massive tone in this series. If you are going down 3-0 or 2-1, and there's
Potentially 3-0, but
yeah, exactly. But it's that this is certainly a must win. Having a loss here, putting yourself in the situation for a reverse sweep is not necessarily a place where you want to be putting yourself. So
yeah.
this is to me the decider of the series.
Timmy with
Oh,
the
no.
double. Oh, I think that's going in.
And
With
they're gonna get it the other way.
Oh
No.
Wait, no way, no way.
Why did he rush?
No,
And then the shot,
not the open.
and then it's gonna go in the other way.
Not the
That's-
open net. No, no. I feel bad. No, no. I feel bad. Nah.
Yeah, that is tough to watch, to see.
Oh my god.
To see that 2 opportunities, actually, I mean, truthfully, like 3 opportunities for the Hammerheads where that ball should have been in the net and it wasn't, and
Yeah.
it ends up in their net instead, and they are once again finding themselves in a deficit to the Unicorns. Is a soft shot put on from Timmy, turned aside by Yanners, and Dark Oblivion up for this one, trying to carry it forward. Yanners really pushing aggressive, grabbing that corner boost, this ball high up in the middle, nobody jumping for it, and Yanners getting there first, so maybe a chance, maybe a teammate can pop in here, but Mayhem just going to get a clear, and nice from Dark to come over the top there, but
Timmy with the
just seems a
solo
little
play.
Disjointed, and but Mayhem just needs to touch it in.
Timmy with the solo play, and then
got both of the Hammerheads to bite.
Yeah, and then Mayhem just put it in, just tapped it in.
It's just falling apart for the Hammerheads. It feels like.
And a shot.
Oh,
Mayhem with the shot. Yeah. It's just Hammerheads are not. I kind of feel bad for them. I won't lie.
yeah, it's certainly tough because they looked so good in game one, and then it's this, like, that they've fallen apart. I feel like that game one gave us a good idea of what their potential is, and that they're now not living up to it. And last game was convincing, and what the Unicorns scored by the end of last game is what they've already got here, and it's only been a little over 90 seconds, and Mayhem's here going for
double,
for
a
flip
double
resets
for Mayhem
and hitting them.
A double for Mayhem. What a shot! he hit the post, the side, or yeah, the post, and then he doubled it.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mayhem
Yeah.
with the kickoff. Yenner gets the 100, but Mayhem. Oh, and
Oh,
Mayhem.
this is
rough.
this is getting to be tough to watch. And I mean, for how much time is still on the clock?
With 3:11, it's 6-0.
Yeah, and it has been 8 shots for the Unicorns to 1 shot for the Hammerheads, and Yanner's just hit 100 points, and
Yeah.
Mayhem's already over 700. So
Yeah.
this has been a thorough dismantling, an annihilation
But
of the Hammerheads, and we still have so much time to go. I was really hoping he hit that, and he didn't, but Yanner's going to send this one the other way and easily turned aside by Mayhem.
But that one open net could have changed. I think that one open net changed the whole game. This
Yep.
whole game.
Yep, it's such a different game if that one goes in for the Hammerheads. You
Yeah.
know, as that is an absolutely crazy flick that finds the crossbar. But yeah,
Hit me with
this-
the pass.
Yeah, that this game's so different with that first goal going to the Hammerheads. I think that starts them off strong, and it just put them in a little bit of a hole, and they couldn't find anything, and it has just been all unicorns.
Yeah. Oh, a double. A double.
And they do find one. Okay, so there's a little bit of life. I don't see too much hope for them. I mean, anything is possible, but 5 goals in a minute 48.
You never know. Hey, you never know.
I'm not. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's tough
5
to score
kickoffs.
5 goals in a. Yeah, but it's tough to score 5 goals in a 5-minute game, let alone doing it in way less than half the time. So they have their work cut out for them, but it is more than doable.
Yeah, you never know. What if they did like 5 kickoff goals? You know. You
Yeah.
never know. Or something like that.
Yeah, but they have to get theirs. That's a monster flick, and that one should be. You're kidding.
It got blocked. But Yanner's
Got the rebound. That was an absolutely crazy save from Mayhem. I thought that one was just going to be in, and Yanners with a good follow-up. And
I'm telling you, you never know. You never know.
look. I'm not against believing it, but they still have a lot of work cut out for them. That they may be able to find another here.
And Yanner's, what I say?
Oscar.
What did I say?
You know what? Now I'm with you. You have convinced me. I have seen the light. I believe in this comeback.
Hey, 2 goals in like 4 seconds. Come on.
And
like,
certainly within reach. Certainly gonna make a game out of this. It's nice to see a little bit of life, but still a lot of work yet to be done as we come into the final 60 seconds. Hammerheads finding themselves down by 3 as Mayhem trying to find another goal and just try to put this one away, and it is ticking down, and with 45 to go, they still need 3.
let's see. Anything's possible. Even in this game. But Mayhem has other ideas. He's going down the field solo. Timmy, with 19 seconds left, Timmy's just I think Unicorns are just wasting time right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. Is that yes, scoring is great and all, and Mayhem's gonna find a 7th for them here, but when you're up by this much, you don't need to score to win. It is entirely on the Hammerheads to get this ball and put it into the Unicorns' net. The Unicorns just need to wait, and you just play defense, you kill time, and if you find an opening, you take it, as Mayhem did there. But besides that, it's
Yeah.
kill the clock out. You're already up by 3, now up by 4. There's not a whole lot you need to do. If they score a goal on 0, doesn't matter. And now the Unicorns up 3-0, and
3-0,
this is
and let's see if they call a timeout. Or
yeah, I think that this is where a timeout would need to be called. Is Mayhem dropping 1,117 points?
Yeah.
That's gross.
I,
Yep. And Hammerheads have called a 60-second timeout. So that will begin once the pregame lobby or once the postgame lobby ends.
But what is your thoughts on game 3?
That the
'Cause-
Unicorns are good.
But Yenner missed that open net. You know?
Yeah.
If he didn't rush that was 1-0, and then
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know what would happen, you know?
Yeah. You don't know, and you'd think that it wouldn't turn out that bad.
Mm-hmm. And there's
But now they're in their timeout. They are down to their last life. It is a long road back, and the Hammerheads really have just seemed to be backsliding in their ability to play against this Unicorns team. And yes, it was good to see a little bit of life out of them towards the end, but they need to find that and play 5 minutes of it, and then they're going to need to do that in this game and 3 more times if they want to move on. And I don't know if they have it.
reverse sweep time.
Yeah, that is their only option. They have put themselves in this place, and they are now they now need to dig themselves out of this hole. And it's going to start right here. I really think that a massive tone setter is going to be this first goal. I think if the Hammerheads can find it, I think that they're back in business, that they have a chance. It's something that they can snowball and build on. And I feel like if the Unicorns score first, we're going to see a bit more of what happened last game, and that we will be done this series very quickly.
Mayhem or no? Yenner. Yenner's, he hits the post. Can someone save it from Unicorns? But they can't. Dark puts it in. And now Hammerheads score first.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need, and this is a good start. They've shown that they can score. It's been the consistency of it that has been difficult for them to find, but this early goal is a great place to be, and it's just going to be a matter of trying to build upon it.
Timmy putting it mid for Mayhem.
Ooh,
And Mayhem, and now is a tied 1-1 game with 4:28 left. That's a long time.
Yeah, but now they're tied. They're not losing yet, at least.
Yeah.
So, like that's good. I mean, that's the benefit of scoring, is that if your opponent scores, like, you're not necessarily losing, but now they are off of Mayhem's second.
Mayhem is going nuts with this. He's doing double tasks. He's doing like all these.
I mean, Mayhem Legacy game potentially, or Legacy series, I think is certainly in the cards here. Is that is a shot from Dark and turned aside and looking to the
what
other
is
way
saved
with
by
it is
Yenner?
Mayhem. Yes, but Yenner's grabbing that save and through 1 minute. Oscar, it looked so good at the start, and it's not looking as great now.
Let's see. Let's see if Hammerheads can come back.
That's wide.
It's with, yeah, that's why.
Mayhem gonna send it into the corner as Dark trying to collect this and hands over possession as Deanna's trying to send it through the corner. Mayhem shot.
Mayhem
Gonna have the eyes to find it in the top right, and Mayhem with a hat trick in this one already, and
a top right slot shot. Top bins actually.
Yeah, great shot placement, and he's been excellent all series. And this hope that the Hammerheads had at the start of this game has been slowly evaporating as the Unicorns just taking over. And this should be another one for Mayhem as he puts up his fourth. And I have to say, Timmy also impressively having 4 assists on, so he has an assist on every goal that Mayhem has scored, and the Unicorns look to be running away with this one. The Hammerheads just still not seeming up to the task.
Yeah. Timmy with the shot? Ooh. Let's see. Dark with the shot. And he scores. Let's see. Let's see. They still have life. 2 minutes.
And there's still time. It's nice to see him put another one in. It's going to be, I still think, a tough road back, but if they can take advantage of opportunities like that, it's certainly more than doable. Still have their work cut out for them as Dark able to get to that ball. That one potentially going to be another one that goes in. Mayhem with a nice little flip to get to that one in time, taking it off the post for the Unicorns' 5th.
How did he even get to that? I thought he was gonna miss that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he waited a while to use that flip, but now that we're at halftime, this is a 5-2 game. The Hammerheads have put themselves in a very tough spot that it's getting harder and harder as every second goes by. I want to believe, but Timmy gonna be able to find his first of the match, and 6-2 now to the Unicorns. 2:14 to go. Do the Hammerheads have much left in them?
We'll see. Like last game, I think they tried to do it. They scored 4 seconds each, but we'll see this game if they can do something. But Timmy says, Timmy has other plans, and the Unicorns has other plans.
Yeah, it is really looking tough now. This is a game that is really starting to feel over. Another situation where they're going to need 5 in a very short period of time, and certainly not helping with the misses. I think everything needs to be on target, and preferably every shot that they need to take needs to go into the net.
Let's see. Mayhem. Just waiting. He's gonna flick it. Ooh. I predicted that. I knew. Mayhem with the save. But Dark Yanner. Oh, I thought Yanner was gonna go for it, but Timmy with the block. What is your thoughts? like like right now, because
The Hammerheads aren't doing enough, and this is nice, but it's been well over. I wouldn't say well over, but it's been about a minute since the previous goal, and at that pace, they have no chance. So it's good. It's a little bit of hope, but 4 goals in 55 seconds is going to be incredibly difficult, and they really haven't shown us that they are capable of that. And that's just a ball that I know it's difficult, but that has to get into the net. And with coming out, but a demo shot on Yanners is there to make the save. And I mean, down to 35 seconds, and it's been another 20 seconds off the clock, and they still don't have a goal. Now it's once every 10 seconds, and I just don't see it happening.
I thought they had an Eagles moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, almost, but Timmy, but gonna be able to put that one in.
Timmy,
and I have to say though, props to Timmy. 8 goals being scored, has 100% goal participation. Actually, that's him picking up his 3rd to go along with 5 assists. Really do love the team play out of the Unicorns, but I think that this
Mayhem
decisive.
With the flick.
Well,
and now Dark scores with 10 seconds left.
At least they're keeping it mostly respectable, but this has been a rout in this game, start to finish, and for most of this series, really game one was the best the Hammerheads looked, and it hasn't been the same since. But the Unicorns have only found their groove more and more, and now they are just pouring it on here at the end. Just sheer dominance. Whoever has to play them in the finals, I'd be a little afraid.
Good luck.
Yeah, that exactly. Good luck. You're going to need a lot of it. And that will be it. 9-4, your final score in Game 4. Unicorns taking this series 4-0, advancing to the Expert League Finals. I think that we're going to see if we can get an interview with these guys. If they would be up for that. Question has been posed. Okay, seems like that we should be able to get Timmy. So
Yo.
Hello.
Hey,
hello. Congrats on your series win. How does it feel to make it to the finals?
Feels pretty good. It's been a while since I've been in a finals of any sort in any league that I played, so it feels pretty good.
Timmy.
So,
go ahead.
I guess my question is, like, what happened in Game 1? You guys looked so dominant in the other 3 games besides the first one. What were the Hammerheads doing in that game that was getting the better of you?
I think it was a feeling out game. So I don't think I've ever played against Dark Oblivion, so I was trying to feel him out. I knew Yanners is really good. He's a very smart player. So I think we're just trying to gauge how they were going to play tonight. And we went down, what was it, 2-1 at one point, and then we turned it around.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we turned it around, we scored, and it was like 5-4, I think was the final score. But after that, we just started getting in our groove. We understood how they played, and I think we just took advantage.
Yeah, I mean, how did you feel going into it though?
Very confident.
Very confident?
Yeah. I obviously know they're a great team. I would say they were probably the best team in the league. But Mayhem and I have just kind of been vibing every match that we play. I honestly, I don't think me and Mayhem have ever lost a series, whether it's in a scrim or in a match. So I was just very confident going in.
Do you have any more questions?
No, I don't have any more questions, but we do usually like to. Timmy, we'll give you a chance to say something if you would like. Opportunity to thank people, call anybody out. Gentle
Yeah,
reminder: you are on stream. Try to keep it PG-13.
of course.
But the floor is yours. Say what you would like.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Mayhem, my teammate, Ant, Austin, Mari. All of them have played a game for us at least this season. Thank you to everyone casting, and corn up.
You'll love it. Oscar, do you have anything that you would like to say before I take us out of here?
For the Nets game, right? For the Origin game. Last Thursday, I casted the Dragons and Vipers. Dragons sweet Vipers 4-0 for the Origin for the Nets 9:30 game. And a message for them because I casted them. Naaman was like, he was like, I'm ready for Huskies or Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our 9:30 game.
Our 9:30 matchup. Yes, will be the in the Origin League, the Eagles taking on the Huskies. But if that's all you have, Oscar, I will say that I appreciate everybody who showed up to the stream to watch these two teams play. But we will be taking a break. We'll be back at 9:30 with that series. So thank you for watching, and sit tight for hour and a half. Go get some food, go drink some water, but
stay hydrated.
Make sure you're back.
Stay hydrated.
You were perfection, I was the mess. I lacked emotion, you did your best. I was behind you through every step. You lost your way and you fell instead. Fell instead. Fell instead. I never told you I could give it all away. I never begged you or held you down to stay. I lack contentment, you lost the joy. Built your resentment, it was a ploy.
Good evening, FDL viewers. Welcome back to our final match of this weekend and the playoffs that we have going on. An excellent Origin matchup between the Eagles and the Huskies. Huskies is actually their first playoff match, coming in with the bye, finishing with the #1 overall seed. The Eagles getting here by beating the Lobsters. I am very fortunate to be joined in the casting booth by none other than Poise Kami. Poise, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Professor Freak. And I hope our audience is also doing well, ready to watch some hopefully high-octane Rocket League. Yeah, I mean, very good matchup here. I mean, it might be a little tougher on the Eagles side. The Huskies, I mean, they have proven time and time again they're a very strong team, very aggressive, and they know how to play. I mean, what do you think, Professor Freak?
I mean, the Huskies, I think, clearly looked like the team to beat in Origin this year. It's a very strong lineup. That being said, the Eagles did beat the team that knocked off the Huskies. So maybe there's a little bit of that, special sauce they've got, a little bit of confidence boost coming in. But as we've seen and experienced in playoffs thus far, at this point, seeding doesn't really matter. It's all who can put together the best round of play for 4 games, to get those wins. But I'm really excited to see how it goes. And if you're ready, I'm ready, boys.
I'm also ready. I'm ready to cast some Rocket League. I'm ready to watch. I'm excited. Let's get these players in here, man.
Let's get them in here. So we've got Kitty Meow Meow and Itchy Ramrod on the Husky side, and Call of Duty and the Potato Plays on the Eagles side. Assuming we've got the double diagonal kickoff, assuming the golden rule of left goes, we will have Call of Duty and Itchy Ramrod going for it. Unfortunately, we do. That ball is going in the Eagles' favors. Potato trying to control this. And a look to play to center does get challenged quickly by Kitty Meow Meow. Can he put that ball on? It is on, but saved by Potato Plays. Offense already coming in. Itchy Ramrod with the double. That's a brilliant play and poise. The Huskies are not waiting to strike.
Absolutely, and that is what you want if you're the Huskies. You want to strike early, make sure you're ready to go and get active here. But now, another kickoff. It's going to be Kitty Meow Meow and Potato here. Call of Duty going to try and control this little flick over. Going to try to roll this up the wall here. He's trying to get something set up. Kitty Meow Meow trying to get that clear. He does get the touch on it. Both Eagles players low on boost, but Itchy's going to take it to the wall, take it up here, going to try and pass it to Kitty. It's going to be blocked by Call of Duty. If Potato can get around this, he can't. There will be a demo by Itchy. Call of Duty still trying to push this forward, going to try and get it over Kitty, but he can't quite beat him out. Potato having it now. Can't quite get it on target. Gets a demo onto Kitty. Call of Duty can't quite put it on target here. And I mean, now it seems as if the Eagles might have waken up a little bit, Professor Freeze.
Yeah, definitely a nice offensive play there. Unfortunate, Potatoes might have had an opportunity, but did get stuck on the post. Potato carrying that ball out. Does look like he is very low boost, but is going to get a favorable 50. Looks like both of the Husky players have plenty of boost. Call of Duty challenge is quick, but it's a very favorable 50. This isn't an awkward spot if Potatoes can't handle that, but fortunately well saved by Potato Plays, looking to counterattack. A miss by Kitty Meow Meow, and this could be gold for the Eagles. So a misplay coming out that should have been a fairly routine clear, but sometimes, those wall bounces are hard to read.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time, man. And, it is fine. You just have to, for cooler, regain. It's only game one. Mistakes are bound to happen, but it's going to be Kitty Meow Meow, Potato Plays meeting each other on this kickoff. And the kickoff is going to go in favor of Eagles heavily, but Itchy Ramrod is the one with the boost. Going to be able to get back to it. It looks like a bump, and Kitty's going to miss that, but Itchy's still going to be able to push that forward. Call of Duty, a little awkward on the wall, but it's not going to be on target, fortunately. They're going to have some time here to try and get this clear, get this set up. Itchy's going to get it past them. It doesn't have enough boost, and I guess that bounced off his car, but Kitty with the cleat up.
Yeah, an unfortunate passage of play, but a phenomenal goal steal, I do have to say. That's top level goal steal. But yeah, if you're the Eagles, you should have had possession. You have enough boost, but it was like, I think Call of Duty's thinking, I just want that 100. It's really hard to resist that, going for it, and unfortunately missed the ball. Nice bump play coming in from Itchy Ramrod. We are seeing a lot of physical play from the Huskies. Fortunately, Itchy Ramrod able to get back, save that ball. Potentially counterattack opportunity here if Itchy can get that center. It is going to be blocked. That's a good 50 by Itchy, able to keep that ball in a dangerous position and steal the boost. Bumping that center, going to try and pass, gets 50'd by really both of the Eagles players. And, things seem fairly even on both sides right now, Poise. Basically, mistakes on both sides yielding to goals.
Yeah, as you say that, miss from Kitty there is just couldn't quite get to the ball, and Potato's gonna have a free one to roll in. Yeah, that's a little bit of an overcommit there from the Huskies. It is indeed looking 2-2 scoreline, 2:20 left in this game. Kickoff's gonna go in the favor of the Huskies, but the Potato's gonna be there. Kitty's gonna be there for the clear. He's gonna pick up a save while he's at it. Call of Duty, gonna try and pitch this off the wall. It's gonna get popped up here. Itchy in the air, gonna bang it over to the Eagles net. It's gonna be on target, but Potato's there, ready and waiting. Itchy gonna try and bring this over mid. It's gonna bounce off of Call of Duty's car. Potato bumping Kitty, trying to get the Huskies away from this ball, trying to push it forward while he's at it. A little 50 there, Itchy. Good 50 for him. And if Kitty can get to this before an Eagles player can, it might be a free net. Dude, Call of Duty can get back there, but he also gets the save. It's gonna be on top of Potato Play's car, but it's gonna get demoed by Itchy. Itchy just taking this to a wall, gonna let Kitty get it. Weird bounce here, but Potato ready, gonna be met by Itchy. Potato pushing it to the quarter here, gonna go up, gonna be met by Kitty. It's gonna stay on the Husky side, and Itchy, little dangerous here. Call of Duty can get to this. It's gonna be a 50, and Kitty Gala's gonna pick up another save, and Eagles right now looking to hold up good offensive pressure right now, Professor Freeze.
Yeah, good offensive pressure. I feel like they are rotating pretty far back in offense, potentially losing on some opportunities at some open nets, but they seem to be playing cautious. And like a lot of time when you see game ones like this, it's on stream, it's in the playoffs, you're going to see players go more cautiously. Itchy Ramrod off the wall, looking for the pinch, does get it past the Eagles, but they are able to recover. Low boost to Potato, able to flick, but does get challenged. Itchy is waiting, going to go for a double play. Looks like he's facing the wrong direction. He is able to recover in time, but Kitty Meow is going to keep that ball in the center. Does get a pinch center, gets one more, but 50'd again by Potato. Call of Duty is carrying that ball out. Is very low boost, probably going to be looking for a 50. Actually kind of gives that ball away with too hard of a hit. Potato controlling this ball in a potentially favorable position. Itchy going for that. Does get the flick, and boy, with 10 seconds left, the Eagles have taken the lead.
That is beautiful play from Potato there. control the ball while also keeping the speed so you can avoid getting demoed and possibly giving up that possession and to put you in the lead, especially this late into the game. And that's a beautiful kickoff, which just might seal it unless Huskies have something up their sleeve here. It's going to be banged away. Duty to the wall, and Kitty can't quite keep it up, and that's going to be game one for the Eagles. Very good showing.
Almost gave it away at the end, but yeah, props to the Eagles. I mean, they came back every time the Huskies got the lead and then took the end at the very end, or took the lead at the very end. I would say not super one-sided from a stat standpoint. A lot more shots coming in from the Huskies, but a lot of saves. So really, it seems like the Eagles executing very well, especially Potato defensively, and then they're able to get those counterattacks and capitalize off the mistakes of the Huskies.
Yeah, I could definitely say so. Both, I mean, mistakes from both sides here, but I mean, it just seems like Eagles were able to minimize them when it matters and really just get good plays going. Yeah, you just keep trying their best to keep themselves on offense and maybe. I mean, they just look good right now. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I feel like if you're the Huskies, you played well. You played well. You look dangerous offensively, but you've got to clean up the mistakes. Maybe the little bit of overcommits. I think the physical plays were good, but there are times where you got to be a little cautious about overcommitting for the demo. You can get out of position, but I would say that was very much a winnable game for the Huskies. So if they can clean it up, it's still just game one. This is a best of 7. There is a lot of Rocket League left to be played, but we've got the Eagles starting off. Kitty Meow Meow does clear that up, and he should collect possession. Itchy going again for the physical plays. It's been very physical thus far. Kitty not able to get that out, but you have Ramrod coming way up. Can the Eagles get this center before the Huskies are able to recover? It doesn't look like it. Call of Duty is going to take that boost just to make sure that Kitty Meow Meow starts. He is staying on that ball no matter what. Actually does get the hit center. Call of Duty is there, but he's backwards. Oh, that was such a close play. And definitely, boy, the Huskies are showing the pressure early.
Yes, they are. I mean, good on Kitty for keeping on it, even though he was low boost all the way downfield. And I mean, that was a good attempt right there. I mean, Kitty Meow Meow gonna pass it over to Itchy. A little bit of a passing play here. Itchy gonna try and keep this up. Gonna try and center this maybe or do it himself. Call of Duty's gonna clear though. Kitty banging it back to the back wall. Potato trying to control here, but I mean, Huskies are hot on his trail. Call of Duty gonna be able to clear that to the wall here. Kitty gonna try and disrupt a little. Good 50 from Call of Duty. It's gonna bounce down and off the back wall. Potato trying to keep that pressure. Just trying to stay pace here with Itchy. Little pinch from the Eagles here. Gonna go far into the Husky side. It's gonna go into the quarter, matter of fact. And Kitty's gonna miss that. Maybe a setup, and Potato's backflipping. Maybe wasn't too confident that he could get that. Gonna try to hit it out. Kitty's there though, and Potato just barely can't get back to that.
Yeah, nearly saved here, but that was a great read. Caught Call of Duty going, caught Potato going for the boost. Potato nearly saves it, but that's just a good play by the Huskies. And I would say the pressure thus far in this game has been all Huskies. 3 shots to none. If you're the Eagles, you got to make sure you're putting on some solid opportunities and staying patient and, conscious of what the other team is doing in defense. So we got Potato chasing Itchy Ramrod. That is going to get cleared up by Call of Duty. And he gets the boost. Potential counterattack opportunity, but unfortunately Call of Duty does kind of give that ball away with the hard touch. Potato is controlling it, but gets challenged immediately by Kitty. Is Itchy there? Itchy is up in the air, hitting that ball towards the Eagles' net, but not necessarily on target or in a dangerous position. A good 50 there from Potato in midair. Itchy is going to hit that ball center, but actually right to Call of Duty, who hits that on net. And poise, it's the mistakes again. That was kind of an unforced error. Itchy didn't need to hit that ball like that, and unfortunately gave it away.
Yeah, I think Thing about his movements, it was clear he wanted a little dribble, but couldn't quite get that touch, that pop that he wanted, and it ended up going right into the Eagles' hands. And you just don't want mistakes like that if you're the Huskies. I mean, especially after that game one, you don't want a repeat of that. But Potato gonna try and go off the wall with that, met by Itchy. He's also gonna bump Kitty while he's at a Kitty man out low on boost. Gonna go back, get this 100 here. Gonna pop it up. That might be bad, but Itchy can get there for the save. Good shot by Potato, though. Kitty gonna pick up this 100. Low on boost, but it's gonna pick up that corner. Itchy gonna have a shot here. Can't quite get it on target though. And Kitty was gonna turn around for that, but can't quite get to it. Call of Duty pushing it up now. Itchy. Hit off the side wall here. Potato gonna try and put something on target. Kitty missing. But Call of Duty's gonna put it, hit it to the wall here. Call of Duty going way back. Potato just trying to keep that pressure, bullying Kitty in the back of the net. Gonna go off the back wall here. Can Potato get that? It's gonna be off the wall again. I mean, good shot attempts, but it's just looking like the accuracy's not there right now, Professor.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Eagles had good opportunities there, but you're absolutely right. Missing the net, and then we have another one coming in, trying to see exactly what developed. That's a good pinch there by Kitty, and then yeah, it just looks like the clear is missed, and Itchy just is able to dunk that ball. Something I've noticed, boys, is the Huskies are really comfortable playing on low boost. They seem to be out of boost a lot, but they're continuing to pressure the ball even when they're out of boost.
Yeah, they seem to be very confident that they can get to the ball before these Eagles players, even if they know these Eagles players have full tank. It's just they're keeping close to the ball, trying to get aggressive, trying to force those goals. And well, sometimes that might bring a couple mistakes. It seems to be working so well for them so far. But Call of Duty gonna hit that to the wall. It's gonna get 50 by Potato and Itchy. And that's gonna be an open net by Kitty. Not quite the touch you wanted to try and clear that if Call of Duty.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was going for a pinch or at least a second touch there to send that up, and unfortunately bounces right to Kitty, who puts that ball home. And this game is very much going in the favor of the Huskies. Not that the Eagles haven't shown fight in it, but hopefully they can make some adjustments just based on the passage of play, improve their accuracy. Kitty is going to send that ball center. Potato is there, does keep it safe. Call of Duty is going, unfortunately misses. This is an awkward spot. Kitty is there. That ball is center, but it looks like Itchy is going back for boost, just to play cautious. A little bit of a hard first touch there, going to give the ball away, but Potato is able to follow that one up. Kitty keeping it back in their half, and at this point, this game is slipping away from the Eagles. The demo is going to seal it likely. Ball likely going to touch soon. Potato there, and as time is ticking down, we're looking at game number 2 to the Huskies. What's your assessment of this game, boys?
Very good cleanup from the Huskies. I mean, they fixed those mistakes. I mean, of course, they had one. They let up that one open net, but other than that, they were kind of seemed like they were able to keep pressure and just watch for mistakes from the Eagles. I mean, that's what most of the goals here seem to be. I mean, Eagles also having a good showing, but I mean, at one point they put about 3 or so shots on net. It's just the accuracy wasn't there. I mean, Eagles can obviously do this. They just maybe have to work on shooting just a little bit and clean up some of those defensive mistakes. I mean, obviously that's what you would say to everyone losing, but it's true in this scenario especially.
Yeah, I think a couple of things. The Huskies didn't shoot as much as they did in game 1, but the Eagles' defense was not as solid either. I believe the Eagles had 6 saves in game 1, and actually 0 in that game. But yeah, I mean, if they clean that up, if they even get just one more of those goals, or one more of those shots on target, Rocket League is very much momentum-based game, very pressure-based. So if you can swing that momentum back in your favor, but it'll be interesting to see what adjustments we've got. We've got Call of Duty and Kitty Meow Meow going for it. Itchy Ramrod with the cheat. Oh, feels backflip, man. He had an opportunity, but he's not giving up in a challenge. That Kitty Meow Meow is in the ball high. Call of Duty is taking it. That ball is not on target, just off. Itchy Ramrod's going to try and clear that. Doesn't have much boost, so really just trying to get a 50. That ball is hit center, but Kitty Meow Meow is there. Some bumps coming in from the Eagles. The Potato able to keep that ball clear. That ball is in a dangerous position, and Call of Duty puts it home. And I love what I'm seeing from the Eagles in the start of this game. It's very aggressive.
That is definitely much better. That's definitely what you want to do and want to see Eagles. Potato realizing that Kitty is rotating back, maybe from getting boost, or maybe from the recent save he just got, and just realized I can push this out mid and just bump the defender, and that's a free one right there. And a free one it is, but now Kitty Meow Meow is going to go up in the air, looking like a pass, or maybe just Itchy driving forward here with maybe looking for some. Oh, wait, there's no one back because of that. Potato's going to get a free one.
Yeah, that was a pretty big overcommit. Itchy coming too far forward, misreading the pass. And when Potato got that, he just had so much time to collect that ball. And, boys, this is where it could come in. Like, without proper boost management, if you double commit, if you're out of position, you're just not able to get back and defend.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Eagles are going to get another one here. They're looking great right now. And it's not even the first minute of the game. Itchy wasn't quite expecting the bounce shot. Kitty can't quite get around that. This is what you want. This is kind of the response you need if you're the Eagles right now. That's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. That ball also in a dangerous spot. And Potato, that's just staying out. Kitty is able to keep that clear. A little bit of a miscommunication. Potato trying to hit that ball to keep it there, but Call of Duty was coming in. Call of Duty is going to turn on that, hit that back towards the Huskies net. Can he get up for it? Does get a fairly favorable 50, but Potato is playing cautiously back. Not necessarily a bad thing there. 3 goals. Is that ball on target? Just off, but this is not for a shot. Potato is able to come back. It's going to collect the ball, has enough boost to make a play, misses it off the wall, but Call of Duty, that's an unfortunate miss. And Potato has to get back to that. He's not able to. Yeah, if you're the Huskies, you're happy about this one. Unfortunately, I think the Eagles gave this one to them a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Call of Duty with that unfortunate miss, and Potato's gonna collide with Itchy there, and it's gonna kind of bump Potato into that ball. But
like a self-pull shot goal, basically.
Yeah. If you're the Eagles, though, you wouldn't be worried too much right about now, because you still have a 2-point buffer here, and there's plenty of time. As long as you keep playing what you've been doing for most of this match, you should be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maintaining that pressure, because when you have pressure in possession, that's an opportunity where the Huskies can't score. A good opportunity. That was such a close shot, a very great angle. Does very much that bounce going in favor of the Huskies. Is Potato, he does get back. That's good to got the demo there. I believe Kitty was trying to bump out of the way. So a great opportunity from the Eagles, just narrowly missed. But overall, boys, their accuracy is way better this game than it was the last.
Yeah, I could definitely say so. They definitely fixed that this game, and Huskies, it just seems like they don't know how to respond except for that one goal, but it wasn't much them as it was the Eagles. But now Potato gonna hit it to the corner here, a little awkward, Itchy. Gonna try and push it forward here. Potato and Kitty gonna collide on that one. Trying to keep it in the corner, trying to keep pressure, Itchy. Gonna just bang it down, but Call of Duty's back and waiting. It's gonna miss that. Fortunately, it's only in their corner. Itchy is ready and waiting. Low on boost though here, gonna try. Doesn't pick up that 100. Just gonna try and get it out mid, but both Eagles players are back and ready and waiting. And I think Kitty might have been pushed a little too far up. He's gonna be able to get the 50. And Call of Duty's pushed very far back to even try and get that. Itchy was gonna maybe try and go for a hook shot here, but all dude's gonna get that out of here. A little pinch, it seems, from the Eagles players. Itchy gonna go up the wall here, gonna try and push it forward here. Potato gonna bang it to the corner. And I mean, right now, I mean, if I was the Eagles, I would just try and waste time. I'm not gonna lie. I don't need this.
Yeah, you can tell they're playing the very defensive strategy. Call of Duty's basically parked in that, saying we're in the lead. You guys got to score on us. And now he's showing they can push the lead even more. So a good counterattack there by the Eagles. And yeah, the strategy is working. They're basically forcing the Huskies to score on them, and their defense has been solid. And you know, this is probably the first game where the Huskies haven't looked as threatening as they have in the previous two. Kickoff is going in the Huskies' favor. Both of them are there. Kadiam has low boost, but of course the pressure on the ball gets a bit of a bump. Potato is able to clear that ball. It is definitely pressure time. Itchy is able to get that demo, but misses the boost. He's very low boost. Gets a flick, but unable to get that on net. Kitty is there. Can he follow it up? Potato is able to keep that clear, and Call of Duty is able to stop Itchy Ramrod. So again, you know, the attack getting shut down in midfield. I think we're seeing kind of the best of offense and defense in this game 3, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Huskies, they just look like they don't know what to do right now. But maybe they might have one here. But Itchy can't quite get that. But Kitty is there for the cleanup, fortunately. And I mean, they're gonna have one at least if there's nothing else in this game for them.
Yeah, good pass there by Itchy and Ramrod. And you know, at this point, this game is very tough to win, but you need to get the momentum back in your favor. So getting a goal like that. Hard cheat by Kitty Viama. Does hit that ball towards center again. We still got Call of Duty playing very cautiously. I'm curious if we're going to see this anytime they get a lead. It can work, but then you do miss a lot of opportunity for further offensive pressure. So that game was solidly in the Eagles' favor, of course. I felt like they had control the whole game.
Yeah, and it seems like they figured out what they needed to do. And really, they didn't even need a timeout for it. They just took a little time in between games. I was like, here's what we got to do. We just gotta keep up pressure, good pressure, and then when we get a good lead, we just gotta let it ride out. Let them come to us. Let them give us the ball, and we just keep controlled and do what we need to do. And I mean, it seems to work, Freak.
Yeah, and you know, that's actually the first game where the Eagles have tied the Huskies in terms of shots, both of them with 8. But again, we're seeing the Eagles back more on their defensive stature that they had from game 1 with 3 saves coming in from the Potato. And so this is going to be a hard series for the Huskies to win if they're not prepared for the offensive pressure the Eagles can come up with and the defensive plays they make. They've really got to play clean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just need to clean up some of those mistakes they had. I mean, a couple of overcommits from both Itchy and Kitty. Just what you got to work on, man. But this kickoff right here is gonna go in the favor of Potato here as we start this next game up, and Potato just trying to keep that pressure that we're seeing so much of. Just kind of getting touches on the ball, trying to buy time. Gets a bump on Itchy. Gonna try and steal that boost, and he will. Kitty low on boost. Demo coming in. Potato, my goodness, he is just on top of these Huskies, and can't quite get the shot on target. It's gonna bounce off that crossbar. Kitty gonna come in, break up whatever Potato had planned. And gonna get it around one then Kitty. Gonna pop it up into the air. Gonna try and get this downfield. A little touch here. Itchy coming up with no boost, but it's gonna be a favorable 50. Potato gonna get there before Kitty does. And I mean, it's already looking very good. It seems like Eagles are still doing what they were doing last game.
Yeah, they're maintaining great pressure. They're cutting off a lot of the opportunities for the Huskies to get past midfield just for their positioning. But maybe a potential attack here. Again, cut off by Call of Duty. He is there, not able to get that ball, but can he steal the boost? He does get the boost steal. Potato's going to maintain pressure. Does get hit out by Ichi Ramar. Potato probably looking for another demo. Kitty was able to avoid that. Missed the boost, unfortunately, there for Potato, so not really able to follow this ball up. Does get a 50, but this is a dangerous spot. Ball still in a dangerous spot. Potato is able to collect that. Get a very favorable 50. That could be a dangerous spot, and Potato puts it in.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're Itchy right there, you have to get that off the back wall. That just sets it up way too well for the Eagles team right there. And I mean, they took advantage of it. They got that goal. Hard cheat here for Kitty Meow Meow, but Call of Duty will get up. It's gonna bounce up in front, but fortunately Potato is there to kind of sweep it away. Itchy going up for it. It's gonna get a dunk onto Call of Duty right there. Potato gonna try and get it over, and get very dangerous. If Kitty can put this on target, he can't. Call of Duty's gonna be able to clear it out to Eagles quarter right here. And Itchy gonna try and put another one on target. Call of Duty there. Fortunately, we'll get a save accolade for that. You know, it happens. Kitty, ooh, miss, but like Itchy's there and ready. Gonna get demoed by Potato. Right now, it's just looking like Potato is just trying to set up opportunities for him and his teammate.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty, it seems since they've gotten the lead, has gone back to that kind of defensive posture where he's hanging way back. I think that can lead to, it's not the most efficient way to play, but it does seem to be working for them, so I don't want to question it. And again, it seems like the Huskies are working so hard to try and score that they're going to risk putting themselves out of position again. Favorable 50 they're coming in. Call of Duty is there. Again, playing, while he doesn't have as many saves, he's playing very well defensively for the Eagles. That ball is going to go center. Itchy trying to get it off the wall. Gets a touch, but it's maybe not the best one. Kitty is centering that ball, going for the demo, but actually jumps over, anticipating Call of Duty would jump. And man has nerves of steel. And, you know, the way that the play is going back and forth right now, boys, I feel like it has to favor the Eagles. They just look so calm and collected.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the Eagles want. They just want the Huskies to come to them. Let the Eagles get those saves. Let the Eagles get chances to counterattack here. Let Eagles get offensive pressure whenever they are on off. Once again, it's going to go over to the side of the Eagles here. Itchy going to kind of circle around, looking for a demo maybe, but Hayden's going to be able to get that from Kitty. She's going to take this up the wall. He's going to be met by Potato, though. Ryan Tank is going to try and put a shot on target. And, I mean, I think the pressure from Itchy right there, attempted a demo, might have worked a little bit. Either that or it's just couldn't hit the brakes fast enough.
Yeah, you know, just sometimes being in that area can make a defender not take their preferred angle because they're changing it a little bit. And so, good way for the Huskies to come back. Can they maintain it? This ball is in a dangerous spot. Call of Duty is there, and he scores. That is unfortunate if you're the Huskies. You worked so hard to get a goal, and then on the immediate kickoff after you get that goal, the Eagles regain their lead.
Yeah. Just seems like Itchy couldn't get back fast enough to try it, or whoever was on defense. Horrible memory, but he just couldn't get back to that ball off the kickoff. And I mean, that was a free one. And I mean, time's ticking down here. We're past the 1 minute mark. This is not what you want if you're the Huskies. You want to score. You want to at least take this to overtime. And if you can take it to overtime, you want to win this. You don't want these Eagles on match point. You want to at least tie up the series. Give yourself a little more time to figure out what's going on. But
yeah, definitely. They're staring down the barrel. The 3-1. That ball almost on. And it is do or die time here for the Huskies. That ball is not in a good position. Is it straight in? And the Eagles are about to take a commanding lead in this series of 3-1. like a very favorable 50 by Potato. And, you know, boys, I feel like if you're the Huskies, you've got to take a timeout after this game. You've got to, you know, kind of look at your game plan and how you're playing against this Eagles team. It really seems to have figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is not what you want if you're the Huskies. I mean, especially that they've been regarded as this top team in Origin for their just really aggressive, really good play style, and it just all seems to have been shut down by the Eagles right now. I mean, I know
And
the
that's the
Eagles
first
are.
game that
Yeah.
the Eagles have outshot the Huskies. So it feels as though, you know, that offensive pressure is shifting more and more in their favor, and the Huskies haven't had a way to adapt to it. You know, surprisingly, a timeout not being called by the Huskies, they might feel confident, or maybe they know what their game plan change is going to be. I'm a little bit surprised we're not seeing one, but this is do or die. They now essentially have to win 3 games in a row in order to win the series and pull it back. But it's been done. I know it's been done in these playoffs because it happened to my team.
Uh, yeah, I remember having to cast that out. So sorry that had to happen to you, but
You know, it was hard earned by the Owls, so I can't. I got to give them credit for that win. But you know, this is still a very tough position for any team to be in. So we will see how the Huskies will adapt to this. It looks like we got Kitty and Call of Duty going for the kickoff. If you're the Huskies, you focus on clean Rocket League, no mistakes. Looks like that should go Ramrod's favor. He's going to go off the wall, does get the hit, going to hit it back further in, but Potato playing ever patiently. He's just so confident, easily dribbles the ball, and is that going to be an open net? And that is not the start you want, boys, if you are the Huskies.
Once again, an early start for the Eagles here. I mean, I just don't know what to say. It seems like these Eagles know what to do, and Huskies can't get anything going. Maybe because, I mean, they're not feeling it in their mentalities right now, and I mean, that's and you can't have that if you're the Huskies. This is a as you said before, pressure focused. I mean, you need to have a good mentality type of game, and I just don't know what to say. Huskies got to find something within these next 4 minutes.
Yeah, they've got to kind of come up with a solution of, like, Potato has a very good read on that ball. Oh, I thought that ball was bouncing out. So that's a very good counter there. But what I was saying is, you know, Potato is playing very patient and very controlled style and kind of reading their aggression. So they might need to throw in more fake challenges, kind of just vary the timing of their challenges to throw the Eagles off. But that's a good start. You want to keep it close. They don't want to surrender any of the big leads they have in the past game. Call of Duty getting a demo. Potato has an opportunity for a shot. Again, going slow and collected, that ball bouncing in a dangerous spot, and he puts it in. And this is what this man has done all series. Calm, collects the ball, gets one touch, gets it past the defender, and is able to put it in. And, you know, he's really putting on a clinic about how you take control of the series, boys.
He definitely is. I mean, he's looking so good right now, and really trying to. He really wants this ability to go to grand finals right here. You could tell in his gameplay. And now it's gonna be a 50 between Itchy and Call of Duty. Kitty gonna be able to get up here, but can't quite go in the air for it. Potato gonna hit it up here. Itchy off the back wall, and that's gonna be a beautiful shot actually. Top left quarter from Itchy.
Yeah, great read. Way to get that ball in. And those are the types of shots that the Huskies need to hit if they're going to bring this series back. They've got to put the Eagles more on the back foot, make them feel more anxious in defense that they could be scoring off. An early jump there from Call of Duty does miss it, but Potato playing cautiously, giving Ramrod lots of time, but who is also low on boost, does drop the ball, unfortunately not able to flick. Hitting Meow Meow is there. He should beat Potato to the ball. Potato kind of bouncing that in a dangerous spot, and that ball is on. And Poise, with a mistake like that, that's how you open the door for the Huskies. That was not the touch that Potato wanted.
Yeah, and obviously also a great shot from Kitty Meow Meow. That is another beautiful top bin shot from the Husky side. And now they're in the lead here. 3 minutes to go. I mean, they seem to start to be learning a little bit. Little miss here from Potato. But it's fine. He's going to drive right under Itchy. Going to try and keep that pressure up. He's going for the shot. Call of Duty's going to be able to get this save. Potato going to beat Itchy to it. Maybe he can outspeed this. Maybe he can get a good, easy set up. He's going to take this here. Low on boost. Good 50 from him. Going to go out into this quarter. Potato gonna hit it off the back wall here. Itchy gonna hit it to the wall here, setting it up for Kitty. Gonna take it off the ceiling here. It seems not gonna be able to do much with it. Huskies trying to keep this pressure though, but Eagles still playing what they're doing. And Kitty's gonna be able to get back that shot. Unfortunately for the Coca-Cola, too slow here. Huskies are looking much better right now. That's for
Yeah, they look a lot more relaxed. Their attack looks a lot more dangerous, and a double commit coming in from the Eagles. Itchy Ramrod is going to put that open net in, and yeah, now the Eagles looking disorganized. And, another thing I'm noticing is that Call of Duty is still kind of favoring sitting back, but that strategy doesn't work nearly as well when you're down. So he's got to be willing to come further forward to maintain that offensive pressure. Got a kickoff here. It does go in the Eagles' favor. This could be dangerous. If Potato wins, there's a bump, but he misses. That's a huge miss there. That was a great opportunity. There's still a lot of time left for the Eagles, but this game is going exactly how the Huskies knew it to go, boys. They are really coming back.
Yeah, they definitely figured this out a little bit. A demo, but Call of Duty is still way back there. It's gonna bounce off the wall here. Another bounce off. The third bounce off the wall. I mean, it's not quite a good miss, but I don't think the Huskies care too much at this moment in time. It's gonna be a 50 between Potato and Kitty. Potato gonna try and find his together. Bearish try to take time for that shot. Call of Duty gonna try and go up, but he's a little too late to the party. He's gonna have to go back here. Demo on the Kitty. A little pinch doesn't go far out. Both players very low on boost. Yeah. He picking up at 100. Potato's just trying to, and Call of Duty are just trying to fall out of their side, trying to buy time for them to both get boost. Potato has boost now, but he will get bumped a little. I mean, this is looking good. I mean, they're keeping that pressure that they had in game 1 and game 2. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah, Huskies definitely looking control right now, and surprisingly, we're seeing a lot of double commits come out from the Eagles. So their comms are going, or they're just playing nervous, where they're playing super comfortable the past couple games. Here we've got Potato collecting the ball. Does get challenged much earlier by Kitty, who also gets a bump onto Call of Duty. Call of Duty and Potato are back. Potato going to try and do this, but he has 0 boost. So going to be very hard for him to get the ball past. Call of Duty was cheating up pretty far, but should be safe. But yeah, with 18 seconds left, now is the time they absolutely have to score, or else Call of Duty no boost, can't get that ball center. And it looks like the Huskies are surviving for another game, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and honestly, if I was the Eagles after this, I might want to take just to recollect myself and, make sure me and my teammate are good to go. Because all you need is 1 more. The Huskies, on the other hand, need 2 more. You don't want that comeback to happen, per se.
Yeah, and I would say this game looking a lot more like game 1. The Huskies solidly in the lead from offensive pressure, 9 shots to 6, as well as the same number of saves. So Huskies really stepped it up that game, and it was kind of clear to see how uncomfortable they made the Eagles in doing so. So the Eagles have got to figure out a way to respond to that, but neither team thus far has called a timeout. They both seem to be confident with the breaks that we've got, but what do you think if you're the Eagles and you're trying to now bring this series home? What do you think is the biggest change they need to make for now game 6?
I don't know. trying to keep that offensive pressure that you had in those 3 games that you won. I mean, it seemed to work, but also at the same time, maybe at the beginning of the game, bring Call of Duty up a little more, get them more involved in the play. Because as of right now, it seems that, I mean, yes, well, sometimes it may prove to be a good strategy. It didn't seem to work all that much in that last game. It's just also a couple mistakes here and there, but you just gotta minimize the stuck on defense and up that offensiveness.
Well, that ball just off net was a good opportunity there for the Eagles. Here comes Call of Duty. That's a good shot. Kitty Meow is there to defend that. Well defended, but Call of Duty is able to get the boost. A miss there from Potato is able to let the pressure off the Huskies. Itchy Ramrod pushing that ball center, and there's a bump, and that ball is in. And that is a great play by the Huskies. Kitty Meow Meow going ahead to bump Potato out of the way. And that's exactly how you turn around a series like this. Use the physical play to get yourself an advantage.
No, yeah, and of course, a little bit of defensive misread. Of course, Potato couldn't do much to dodge that bump, but Call of Duty turned a little too early for that ball, and Eagles players going back here. Call of Duty just gonna hang it off the corner here. Can't quite beat out Meow Meow. I think we just had a disconnect, or.
It does seem to be that way. Yeah, we don't see Itchy Ramrod.
He's back.
He's back.
But Eagles are gonna get one off of that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it was a little awkward. I think neither team knew whether to keep going or to stop, but.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe it's only, I can't remember the exact rule. I think if it happens in the first minute of the game, you can restart that game. But I think it unfortunately just happened past the first minute mark. So that is a really unfortunate circumstance for the Huskies when they did seem to have the momentum going in their favor. That ball being 50'd back into the Huskies half, but Kitty is there. Does hit that ball. They're counterattacking pretty good, and that ball's just on target. But Potatoes is able to keep that out. Going to collect that ball. Gets challenged immediately. Definitely seeing some earlier challenges, boys, on Potato. They really do not want to let him get the opportunity to get a there.
Yeah, they just don't want to see him just like kind of put the sauce on their team, as I would say it. And that's going to be a little bit of an overcommit. Kitty can't quite get back to that. Fortunately for the Huskies, it's not on target, though, so Eagles will not get one off of that. Itchy going to go to the wall, but Kitty's there for the cleanup. The Duty going to hit that. It's going to be met by Kitty. Got a little bump here. Itchy. It's going to bounce off the corner here, though. Duty going to hit it to the wall. Kitty can't quite get that. But he's going to bump Potato on the way down. Giving Itchy time to get back here. Itchy gonna challenge that. Doesn't want to see Potato with that dribble. Potato will get that boost. Itchy just trying to push the ball to mid for Kitty here. Potato gonna get it on top of his car. Kitty's ready this time. And I mean, now it's looking a little better for the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean the momentum, it definitely helps. You know, you got to give me. Although that's a big misplay. Itchy Ramrod has a ton of time. And he's able to put that on net. That's a huge misplay, unfortunately. Call of Duty coming in, you know, for about side, but unfortunately the miss and not even getting anything on the 50 meant Ramrod had so much time to score. So still a lot of time left, but that was a huge goal in the Huskies' favor. The Eagles have got to get their offense going. And I think surprisingly, we haven't seen a lot offensively from Potatoes in the past couple of games, boys.
Yeah, and I think that's mainly due to, I mean, just a couple mistakes, and I mean, it could have been a free ball for Call of Duty right there. Just but like I was saying, combination of mistakes and just the Huskies really don't want this man to get the ball. Seems like they've just been on top of him anytime he's near the ball, but seems to be keeping up good pressure right now. Trying to take it out mid, and Call of Duty's gonna get that. It's gonna be right into the top left. And,
I definitely thought that was hitting the bar, but that just snuck in there.
Yeah.
Good dunk there.
That's excellent. That's what you want. Tie the game up and hopefully get one more.
Got a kickoff going in the Eagles' favor too. Kitty Mama does collect that, does do pretty well, but not able to get the boost. He's very low on boost. Still gets a hit center. The Potatoes trying to collect that, send that back for Call of Duty, who hits that ball. Trying to also get the boost. Maybe this isn't awkward. Kitty is very low on boost, but no boost from Potato to be able to challenge that ball. And Kitty is right there, but Call of Duty could put this one on net. Opts not to go for the bump or anything, going to try and go for the boost. I think both of these teams right now are just playing so cautiously. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to give up a goal, and they have an opportunity to either keep the series alive or close it out.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Huskies do seem to be trying to keep that pressure, but just not nearly as much as they to have. And that's gonna be an unfortunate miss from Potato. It's not what you want with Eagles.
Yeah, too heavy of a first touch there from Call of Duty. Gives the ball to Kitty Meow Meow. And we've seen Kitty Meow Meow hit other long shots like that. And with less than 30 seconds left, that's a huge weight off the Huskies' shoulders. But it does look like the Eagles have possession. Potato, it does get challenged by Itchy Ramrod. This ball is sitting still, but fairly dangerous. Can they keep the pressure up? Call of Duty is pretty far back. He's not able to pressure that ball. Unfortunately, there's only less than 10 seconds left. That misplay could give the ball right to the Huskies. I don't know if the Eagles are going to get a shot. So they've got to get very lucky in an awkward position, and the demo ensures it. We are going to Game 7, boys.
Now, right here, if you're the Eagles, you definitely want to take that timeout. You don't need to use this little intermission between games. You definitely need to take that timeout. Give yourself just those extra, 30 seconds to.
I think it's a minute. A minute is in addition to the time between matches, but surprisingly, nothing.
Yeah. Don't see a thing coming through. I mean,
did get a little bit of background on the disconnect, and yes, Itchy Rabbit did disconnect. He said wasn't sure what's happened, but he could see the game, but he was not actually on the field and able to play. So, you have to love Rocket League and its servers. It's just one of the things that comes with this game.
Yeah. They are very, very stupid sometimes. But I mean, man, I don't know what to say if Eagles being. It seems they're ready. They're just hopping right in. They want to try and close this out, but this just doesn't seem like what you should do to be. I feel like you should try and take that time to talk it over, calm your team down. It just doesn't seem that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is do or die time for both teams. The Eagles, it is a tough spot to be in because you've got that in the back of your head that you've given away a 3-1 lead. And if you're the Huskies, you're thinking, I've won 2 in a row. I just need to win one more to drop this back. And that's a great shot. And that is goal 1 within the first 30 seconds of Game 7 going to the Huskies. Great shot there from Itchy Ramrod.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, once again, you just don't want to get caught off guard on defense like that. It just seems that like I don't know how to put it into words, but gotta work on the defense a little bit. But as soon as I say that, Hill's gonna get past Itchy, and it's gonna tie it up within the first minute.
The bump pass sort of worked, and Potato maybe just catching Itchy jumping a little too early. I think kind of a mistake there in how he jumped. But if you're the Eagles, you got to be breathing a sigh of relief. You want to stay in this. He's got to play calm. He's got to play clean. Playing clean is going to be the biggest determinant to win this. That's an opportunity. But actually, that's going back towards Eagles half. And Itchy gets the demo. That's a fantastic demo. That's an unfortunate 50 that was really, it's a great demo call there by Itchy Ramrod. Potato probably could have saved that ball, but taking him out of that. And I feel the way the Huskies are playing, they're playing very smart the past 2 games, boys.
Yeah, it's more in, and it's starting to seem with confidence. I mean, as they get these goals, I mean, you just won 2 games in a row after you were down pretty hefty. I mean, that's going to bounce off crossbar here. But, I mean, Eagles might start to lose a little bit in their mentality right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, you have the double commit coming in there, Call of Duty coming across, and unfortunately, neither Eagle player at net. Kitty Meow Meow puts a great shot on net, and the Huskies are looking very strong in Game 7. You know, it's looking more and more poised, like the Eagles really should have taken your advice and taken the timeout, and there is another one.
Yeah, this is looking like what I see all the time. Just a Game 7 collapse, or just a match point collapse. You see it across all esports, and especially in Rocket League. Team takes that game, takes that series to Game 7, and it's just the other team can't keep up anymore. But Potato's gonna be able to get it around. That's gonna bring them back up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little boost that they can use to maybe tie this game up at least. But there's still plenty of time left.
That was a great play from Potato, able to just lightly touch that around Itchy Ramrod. And those are the sort of plays they've got to focus on executing well, because there seemed to be a lot of miscommunications in defense and stuff. They just got to focus on playing patient. There's still a lot of time. Another demo coming in. The Huskies have been very savage. I don't think Potato can get that on target, unfortunately. Can he keep that ball center? He does. But Kitty is able to recover in time to defend that. Potato, again, another little bit of a miscommunication, but this is a very good opportunity. Oh, the own goal, unfortunately.
An Eagles moment from a team that isn't the Eagles, even when they're on the field. I mean, that is what you want. If you're the Eagles.
Yeah, that could be a momentum swing. I mean, for Kitty Meow Meow's defense, not much he could do. He's rotating back to net, and he goes straight into his car. But that could be a potentially very big confidence boost. And this lead that was 3 goals has shrunk to 1, with over half the match left. Itchy Ramrod going to put that towards center and follow it up. Not able to get that ball on. Kitty Meow Meow is there to keep that ball center. Call of Duty came kind of far outside of net, but Potato is able to block that. Call of Duty misses, but so does Itchy Ramrod, kind of saved by that. Little bit of awkwardness. Potato does have enough boost to save that, but Itchy goes back pretty far, but is able to beat Potato to the ball. Call of Duty is in net with 0 boost, though. Oh, can Potato get there to save that ball? Definitely some tense passages of play here, boys, because it feels like any goal has just such huge implications on the series.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Huskies right now, you just want to hold on to this one goal that you have. You don't want to tie this up, because I mean that could mean anything. Sure, you could take it to overtime and still win, or maybe get another one in to keep that lead. But what if you don't? That lead, that comeback that you worked so hard for, could just slip away. I mean, it's very tense right now for both teams. That's not gonna be good. Itchy Ramrod. Kitty's gonna have it here though, and it's just kind of seeming to start to stay in midfield, Professor.
Yeah, I mean, an opportunity there for the Eagles, well defended. That ball is a dangerous situation. I think it's wide. Potato is able to collect the boost and is able to pinch that ball over Kitty. Does get up early, but that's an under dunk. That ball's in a dangerous spot, and that is in. That is a huge goal for the Huskies. All off of this 50 by Itchy Ramrod.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty low and but also very hesitant to get to even attempt that save. Gives Itchy all the time he needs to get that freebie in, and that's gonna be very in favor of the Hut right there. Itchy gonna hit it to the wall, and Eagles are awkward in this corner right now. Potato gonna carry it, gonna get it over one. Itchy back, ready and waiting. Call of Duty gonna try time here, gonna try and get his own target, but it gets cleared heavily to their side. Bad 50. Can they get to it? Potato's gonna get the save. It's a little awkward coming out of that net, but he's gonna try and disrupt a little bit. Potato and try and get this around one. We'll get the demo, but he's gonna just fly back to the Eagles' side. And final 10 seconds tick down, and I think just maybe Huskies have completed this comeback.
They've done it. That's a great comeback from the Huskies. Really hanging tough in there, coming back from the 3-1 deficit to get the win. Showing why they were the top team in Origin. But you also got to give a lot of credit to the Eagles. They put up a heck of a fight. That was a great showing by both teams, and really a great series for us to get to watch.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed casting that. As you said, very fun to watch. I mean, both teams played great. I don't know what else to say. Just Huskies were able to swing that momentum back into their favor in the end.
And I think we're going to get the Huskies in here for a quick interview. It'll be interesting to get their perspective on the series. I think it will also be interesting to ask them why neither team called a timeout, what their thoughts are on that. But I know one thing, Poise, is like it was a phenomenal series. I'm really happy that got the opportunity to watch that, because that was a great series. And it felt like a lot of the games really could go either way. It didn't feel like one team was completely dominant, and even down to the last game, it felt competitive there until the very last minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams really played well. I mean, you could have told me that's how that series was gonna go, and I probably wouldn't have believed you. But I mean, now I've seen it with my own eyes. This just proves. I mean, some of the more higher ranked teams in the Session League could have taken on this team. And
it looks like we have the Huskies here. So welcome, gentlemen. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on making it to Origin Finals. How do you feel after what it was a knockdown, drag-out 7-game series?
Oh, relieved. My heart is racing right now.
Yeah, that seems about as expected. I mean,
I was playing like crap all day today. Like I got on today, started playing at about like 1:30, and I just been playing like crap all day. And trying to snap out of it, and nothing was working.
It happens sometimes. First, I want to say, great games for you guys. Great job on that win, especially that comeback. But how are we feeling when we were down 3-1 in the series? How did that?
That was crazy, man. Shout out to Potato. Oh my god, I've been saying I want to.
He gave us the work.
He gave us the work, man. Oh my.
He gave us the work.
That dude was like shooting like 100 in every single game we lost. That dude could not miss. And yeah, so the main thing is we just gave Potato no time to set up a dribble because I'm pretty like
Started bombing him.
there's not like an official stat, but if it was, he was probably shooting 100% on flick dribbles, man. Oh my god, we could not stop it to save our lives. So we just were like, give him no time. I don't want Potato on the ball for more than 0 seconds. And then it ended up working for us, but it was stressful, man. And it was every single game was close. I was pooping my pants.
Well, it worked out. I mean, so how did you guys maintain the mental game? Because I feel like you're down 3-1 to turn it around and to kind of not despair at that point. What did you guys focus on?
Really, he's kind of. I was very shot. Uh, there's nothing in particular, man. It's just GG go next. You know, once a minute.
Yep, GG go next. Don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it.
Game 4, I think it was. We're down like 2 or 3 with a minute left. I'm like, let's play perfect for this minute. If we play perfect for this minute, we won in my mind. We win. We have the momentum going to next game. And that's what we did. We played a really good last minute of that game. We scored like 1 or 2. We didn't win, but we kept our heads up. We were playing good still, and that helped us maintain our cool to get the, I guess, gentleman's reverse sweep in a way.
Yeah, as a personal victim of it, also, it is it's tough. It's tough being on the receiving end of that reverse that type of reverse sweep. But yeah, I definitely I noticed exactly. It was a great adaptation that you guys have. So looking on the other side of the bracket, I can't remember if the results are in from the other Origin match,
Dragons.
but
We played the Dragons.
how are you feeling about the finals?
Another guy I've been calling out all season, Angel. I want to see him. I got to play him with in the All-Star games. That was the closest series of the All-Star matches. I just, I'm excited to get to play against him again. He's a really good competitor, MVP candidate in his own right. So I'm excited, man.
Well, that's good to hear. I don't have anything else unless you do, Professor Freak.
Oh, just anybody else you want to shout out? Anybody else you want to thank before we sign off for the evening, gentlemen?
Yes, I have one thing. Your Huskies currently have 3 teams playing in finals next week, and the expert team is playing for it right now. I don't know who runs the stream or whatever, but please raid Mari after this so everyone can watch that series. Huskies are trying to go a perfect 4-for-4 for being in the championship game. So shout out Huskies, man. No. Everyone go watch Mari stream after this if you want more Rocket League FPL action. Yeah, shout out Huskies Nation, man. We've been killing it all season, and I'm excited.
Well, on that note, great series from you guys, and obviously that the GM of that franchise must be doing something well, I guess.
And AGM is also a super genius. Let's get that right.
Yeah.
Good
AGM. Good AGM over there.
Well, I mean, that seems like that's it. Thank you guys for joining us in this interview, and thank you, Professor Freak, for being able to cast with me tonight. And thank you to all our players for giving us great games to watch tonight. And thank you for the audience for watching. We hope you will have a great night. Love you all.